Hi, my name is Heather and welcome to Strings and Threads. Thank you for stopping by and visiting today. If you're not already subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. And on this channel, we talk about a lot of yarny things and crocheting and knitting and donating and wearables and all of those kinds of things. And I wanted to share with you, especially with the new year coming up, I have some new things on the horizon. So this past year, I have been putting out content on not only YouTube, but Patreon. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my Patreon account. I have a link to it in my description if you're interested. But my Patreon account offers different things throughout the month. So the things that I offer on Patreon are at least two free patterns a month in PDF form. And I also do Monday videos as well as monthly giveaways. So every month there is an opportunity to win a giveaway. And I know that several of you are already members, and I thank you so much for sticking with me as I was getting to know my way around Patreon and, figure out what kind of content. So the content I put out on YouTube is different than the content I put out on Patreon. So I would encourage you to go and check it out and see if that content that I have over there is something you're interested in. My plan is not to change anything about YouTube, but just to show you that there is more out there if you like what I do. So one of the things I do is I do Monday videos, and they're called Miniature Mondays. And it's where I'm starting this consistently in January. It's where I make a miniature version of a pattern. And I want to show you the ones that I have so far. I have an axolotl Amigurumi pattern. People on my Patreon got this pattern for free. If you are interested in it, it's listed in my Etsy shop. But here's the miniature version. So I'm showing the miniature version, and there is something I'm going to do with these miniatures. I'll talk about that at the end after I show you. Those of you who followed me for Things We're Making Thursday, you know about the turkeys, and that I made a miniature one that ended up being a butterfly miniature turkey because the feathers, I think, turned out looking more like butterfly wings than turkey feathers. So it's a miniature turkey butterfly. And then I absolutely adore this one. This is my frog dice bag, and you can stick stuff in there. It's a little pouch, and it's good for gaming if you wanted to put dice or game pieces in there, but you could put whatever you want in there. It doesn't have to be for that. And then when you close it up, it looks like a kiss. But I was dying to see how this would look in miniature, and it does not disappoint. Look at the mini version of it. I love it. You can also close it up. It does have the string and the fastener. So now it's doing a kissing when it's closing up. So my thought for these miniatures is two things. At the end of the year, if I have enough, I could make advent calendars of them and give them out to my Patreon members. And my Patreon is $5 a month, so it's very reasonable. And I think you do get a lot for that with the two free patterns, the Miniature Monday, and a giveaway every month. So you have an opportunity for a giveaway every month. I'm going to show you what January's giveaway will be in a minute. And this will be a surprise for the people who are my Patreon members too, because I haven't shown January's yet. But if I can make enough, I will do that. If not, there is going to be giveaway opportunities on Patreon for that. That's my Patreon content, not my YouTube content. And so also another thing that I had in my mind was to do an Advent mystery crochet along come next December, where I would give each of my Patreon members a kit of all of the yarn and materials that they would need for this mystery crochet along. And then each day you would open up a new clue and you would make the clue for that day. So those are ideas that I have about that. And luckily this year, I lived a year in Patreon, and I know that I need to work ahead for some of these things. And so I have a list. I've been taking notes all year, and I'm going to start on that a little bit ahead of time this year. And so my giveaway for January is a little snowbird. I am so in love with it. Here's my little snowbird. Well, it's not mine. It's going to be whoever wins from my Patreon in January. This is the January giveaway. I have this snowbird sitting on a box in my room, and I keep looking at it like, oh, I'm so in love with it. So I think I'm going to have to make myself one of these too. But this definitely is the giveaway. I'm not going to go back on it. So if you were interested in doing those activities with me, please check out my Patreon. It's listed in my description below, and I would be so happy to have you as a member of the group. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.